Movie Tree.
Howdy, branches, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Tree Podcast. I hope you are ready to have your privacy invaded, your life ruined, and Big Brother to step right in and watch what's up, because we are doing Enemy of the fucking State. The 90s version of We're Coming For You With Technology.
Yeah.
We're watching, we're always watching, we're listening, and we're going to act on it.
Yes, we are.
We're bad, we're big, we're evil, we're government.
We are, yeah. Big Brother is always watching.
Big Brother is always watching, and it's probably just gotten worse.
Yes.
You excited for this one?
I am, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? You enjoyed it?
Did.
Very good.
God, it feels like an eternity ago, but we got here by climbing the Jack Black branch.
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
feel.
cool.
Why does it feel
I
like
don't know why it
eternity?
feels like it's like a week.
Strange.
He played Dewey Finn in School of Rock, and he plays Fiedler in Enemy of the State.
Yes, he does.
Storyline. A lawyer becomes targeted by a corrupt politician and his NSA goons when he accidentally receives key evidence to a politically motivated crime.
That's the one.
That is the one.
That's the movie we watched.
When did you first watch?
I went to the cinemas with this one. I do remember rolling up with the old man.
At
There's a lot of just random films.
At the age of 9.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Like, he took me to
Your
a movie.
dad would have been the absolute fucking king.
Yeah. He had 3 kids and trying to figure out, like, I was 6 years from my older brother, trying to figure out what we could all see and enjoy.
Yep.
Would have been just too much for him.
No.
So he's just like, I'm going to pick what I want to see.
He's like, I'm going to throw this mud at the wall.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to look to see if it sticks. We're going to go see it.
I remember, like, Austin Powers was 95.
96, I think.
96, that was the first gold class film, so I was only 7 years old.
Watching Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. No idea what
You
I'm
had
watching.
no idea you're getting the references at all,
Yeah,
would you?
None at all. I remember this, one of the first memories I have, like an argument. I want to see Austin Powers because I never saw a trailer or what it was. And I want to go see Lion King or some shit that's out now. Nope. We're going to see that. We're going gold class.
Not about you, son.
And you're going to love it.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah, absolutely. I also saw this at cinemas. This is right in that sweet spot of late 90s actioners. Like, you had like the Rock and Armageddon and Independence Days and this movie and like this is Will Smith's upward trajectory right here.
Yeah, yep.
IMDb 7.3 off 267k ratings.
Yeah, nice.
Rotten Tomatoes 71%, critics 78%, audience on a budget of 90 mil, and I feel like that's justified for this movie when you look at it.
It's a lot of money though. 90 mil.
Yeah, 90 mil. It made 250 mil at the box office. It was 13th.
Not bad.
And it was only 13th by 150k to You've Got Mail, so it was 12th, 13th.
Yeah.
Sitting at the top that year was Armageddon, followed by Saving Private Ryan. With Godzilla, There's Something About Mary and a Bug's Life rounding out the top 5. Released on November 18th, 1998. This is our 6th movie from 1998.
Oh, you got something for me?
I do. Let's just see if this works.
Man, the better man.
Wedding singer.
Wedding Singer is one.
Yeah.
I love you without knowing how
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams is two.
or from where.
I think something's taking over our school.
Body Snatchers is a story somebody made up.
The Faculty.
The Faculty, very good.
Yeah, so is Schindler's List.
Someone in the back seat!
Oh, Urban Legend.
Urban Legend.
Oh, fuck.
Requesting permission to shake the hand of the daughter.
Oh,
God damn you.
Willie, shut up. Willie, shut up. I'm kidding.
Yep.
Oh.
How good's that? That worked well.
That's awesome.
I
man.
like that.
That's awesome.
Let's
I
do that
reckon
every
we
time.
keep doing that. God, I got nervous. I think it was the back seat one, the Urban Legend. I'm like, whoa.
You looked nervous. You looked nervous with that one. You were confident with the rest.
It was because, like, I think it was at the end, like, you couldn't really understand. Stop! Like, until you got to the end where he's like, the back seat. I'm like, oh, that's Urban Legend.
Oh, got to be Brad Dourif.
That's good.
Runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Produced by Touchstone and Jerry Bruckheimer Films, because of course it was. Because everything in the late 90s was.
Fuck, did he make the same movie 8 times?
He did.
And sell it to us.
Follow my
He did.
template, goddammit. Awards. Will Smith won Favourite Action/Adventure Actor at the Blockbuster Entertainment Awards.
No.
Yeah.
No, this is the same year as Armageddon.
Don't know who he beat. Yeah, I know. No, but we also know that Bruce Willis won the Razzie too for that.
That's fucked.
Directed by the late Tony Scott, younger brother to Ridley, as we know. He's also done. We've done The Last Boy Scout.
Yes.
From him.
Yep.
He's also done Top Gun, Days of Thunder, True Romance, Crimson Tide, The Fan, Spy Game, Man on Fire, Domino, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, and Unstoppable.
Damn, he's got some shit. Old Tony Scott.
He does. Famously, as we know, met his demise jumping off the bridge. That was in Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes, which if you want to listen to our Gone in 60 Seconds episode, that's a really good one.
It was a good one.
I mean, bad moment, but
Bad moment, yeah.
Hey.
To the cast. Will Smith was 30 and...
Pop quiz, asshole. Pop quiz, hot shot.
This is our 5th Will Smith movie. Can you name the other 4?
Men in Black.
Yep.
Independence Day. I'm blanking hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Main character?
Yes, in both.
Has to be, doesn't he?
In one, he is the absolute main character, and it is, I'll say it's set in the future. The other one, he plays a superhero.
Oh, of course. Fucking Hancock. Oh.
And the other one, did you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
iRobot.
iRobot.
Yeah, we did that one early, though.
I was blanking hard. I feel like iRobot wasn't that long ago. When was that?
Yeah, it was.
I feel like that was a sort of newer one, like at least like 110s.
Episode 85. Gene Hackman, 58. John Voight was 50. Lisa Bonet was 31. Regina King was 27. Jake Busey was 27. Scott Kahn was 22. Last week, Skinning the Smoke Wagon, you said a 4. I aimed a bit higher and said a 4-3.
Yep.
The back of that, can I have your thoughts and score at a 5?
Not bad, not bad. Solid film, but I break it up into 2 halves. The first half is definitely a Jerry Bruckheimer film. And halfway through filming, Tony Scott rolls up and says, right, what are we doing? I definitely felt in the first half that this is a very run-of-the-mill, procedural type almost. But this film ties off all its plot holes brilliantly. I shouldn't say plot holes, plot points, yeah. Fantastically. It picks up when Gene Hackman and Will Smith get screen time together, man. Because
they are.
when Will Smith's by himself, it's sort of just like, it's typical Will Smith. He's just yelling, he's angry, he's giving one-liners. But Gene Hackman and him, they really pull it together, man. They get some real action going.
Yep.
I believe it's overshot with camera angles sometimes, and little bits and bobs I would cut out just because I think maybe it goes a tiny bit too long. Example is like Brill's backstory in the diner. I'm like, why am I watching this for 5 minutes? I don't care. Yep. A good watch, but I won't be running back to it too soon. So 3.3 out of 5.
3.3. Oh, interesting.
What'd you get out of it, Mark?
What a great movie that everyone forgot about. Lost in the shuffle of the late 90s, but it was for me, it was a fantastic watch. And right on the cusp of Y2K, it stirred up a fair bit of stuff about things and privacy and all this. I love this shit, this spy type stuff.
Yeah, you said that.
It's a genre that I would always go back to time and time again, regardless of how cliched or played out it gets. The Bourne movies are the pinnacle for me, but this isn't far from the top for me either. Will Smith right in that Will Smith sweet spot. A Gene Hackman on top of his game for me.
Yeah.
And an absolute friggin' who's who of a supporting cast.
Oh, huge.
I had it above what I skinned it. I had it at 4.6.
That's huge.
I really enjoyed this.
Like I said, it was a good film, but I just like. Do you agree that 2-half film for me, like I felt like it was a Jerry. I'm watching this. I'm like, shit. This is just like every Jerry Bruckheimer film I've ever watched. And then it feels like Tony Scott gets involved.
Yeah.
At the end, where points are actually matching and things they're talking about mean something. It's not just like an awesome shot with the gun. It's actually like a really in-depth government fucking, what do you call it? Big Brother.
It could have been more. They could have let. For me, there's 2 things. One is the score at times was too late 90s, early noughties. And like, it's a product of its time, and I get that. But a more classical score would have served this movie better than the sort of the under. Like you can hear the sort of, it's lower than it is in Fast
Yeah.
and Furious, but you can still hear that like in the background.
For me, that's the Jerry Bruckheimer part.
Yeah.
Jerry Bruckheimer has his hands all over this.
I just think it was possibly oversaturated with plot points at the time too.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, my score tells the story. It's for me a 4.6. I really, really enjoyed watching this.
I feel like Tony Scott brings them round though.
Yeah.
Everything you feel is diluted at the start. You're like, oh, there's a lot happening here. Everything sort of just gets twisted perfectly, and you're like, at the end, you're like, well, holy shit.
Well, if I based this entire movie only on when Hackman shows up to the end, it would have been a 5.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I'll put it up there, but that first half, I was literally sitting there and go, okay, this maybe isn't what I remember it to be, but all those bits where I'm just like, okay, they sort of turn around, I'm like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
So that puts it 75th. Puts it just below Total Recall and just above The Last Boy Scout. So right in Tony Scott's fucking wheelhouse.
What the fuck?
straight to the same score.
I think that's just how good we are.
Yeah.
We're natural
we
that
do
way. We're naturals.
We do what we do. Best on ground.
Easy, man. When Gene Hackman walks into this film, it goes up about fucking 3.5 scores. He is the man in this. It brings a depth,
Gravity.
a gravity.
Yeah.
That's the word. That it needed. What about you? No doubt.
God rest his soul. He doesn't appear until nearly an hour in. But
Crazy, yeah.
Playing the paranoid former NSA spook, he was just brilliant. Great casting by whoever did that.
Yeah.
In fact, hats off to the casting department for the whole cast.
Well, he only acted for another 8 years, and
He
then
did, and then he pulled the
quit.
pin, yeah.
And I don't even know how many films he did in between that.
And I wouldn't have thought it'd be many. He was never one to do
a lot.
Like I don't think he was the type to do 1 or 2 a year. I know he did quite a few through the 90s where he played the elder statesman, like the Birdcage and Heartbreakers and that sort of thing. But
I always wonder, like, once he passed, I'm like, does Will Smith think about when he heard Gene Hackman had passed? Did he sit there and go, fuck? You know, I had a good time with Gene.
I've got some trivia that says that probably was the case.
Yeah.
Worst on ground.
You know what? This movie had so many chances for people to be bad. I couldn't find one.
Yeah, same.
Like, the cast is so littered with some B graders and C graders.
It's like a
and A graders.
90s/noughties who's who of comedic actors, really, in the back. Jamie Kennedy, Seth Green, Jack Black.
just your randoms.
Scott Kahn, just playing backgrounds.
But none of them are bad. No one's
Fucking
bad.
Gabriel Byrne pops up in this.
For 4 seconds?
He gets 4 seconds, and Seth Green goes uncredited for this movie. I don't get it.
This is Ocean's level. We got Ocean's level cast.
Yes, 100%. Play of the day.
Just with the line, man. I blew up the building. Why? Because you made a phone call.
Yeah.
And just the whole build up to that scene where he's just like, you made a phone call. So it's just a phone call. I used a public phone. What did I say?
And
Don't make a call. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's a part of the trailer or something, but that really hit me when that scene hits, when he says it, because you made a phone call. I'm like, damn, that was good. So that's my play today.
What the hell is happening? I blew up the building. Why? Because you made a phone call.
Shout outs to the end shootout because that shit is fucking hectic. But for me, it was the first meeting between Brill and Dean in the hotel.
Yeah.
Incredibly tight dialogue delivered by 2 quality actors, one on the way up in Will Smith and one always at the top in Gene Hackman. It sets up the rest of the movie so brilliantly. This, like the meeting in the lobby, the elevator conversation, and then the rooftop confrontation.
Yeah, perfect.
Just absolutely perfect scripting, acting.
Yeah, agreed.
Everything.
They nailed that whole scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene. Goddamn Gene. Well done, Gene.
Would you watch it again?
Oh, probably. I probably won't ever watch it again.
I said yes if I remember it exists because I forgot it existed before this.
I've got it on DVD, but as I'm getting older, I'm like,
This would have been.
I don't think I'll ever go it again.
This is one of those movies that would have been like a repeat one for me back in those days. You know. Where'd you watch?
Watch this on Disney.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
DVD is currently not available, so you're sitting on a gold mine, my friend. Do you want some trivia?
I do.
Let's do some movie trivia.
Body count.
Ooh.
15.
15, and mostly in that fucking
Mostly
shootout.
in that shootout.
Yeah, nice.
You had Lisa Bonet's character.
Then all the
Pretty
NSA
much
and
it.
Guidos.
Yeah, the NSA and Guidos at the end. Will Smith turned down a role in another conspiracy thriller, Snake Eyes, to star in this movie.
Oh, Snake Eyes is bomb.
Isn't it?
Nicolas Cage,
Nicolas
Snake
Cage,
Eyes?
yep.
I mean, Nicolas Cage nails that role,
He does
so I'm
nail
not
that
sure
role.
Will Smith would.
I don't think Will Smith would have been able to played that properly.
Everything worked out really well there, I think.
it
Yeah.
did. This movie, as you said about the photos of Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
This movie is considered to be a sequel to The Conversation from 1974.
Oh, my God.
In addition to many parallels addressed in other areas, the photo of Lyle is from that movie.
Holy shit.
They like I said, it's considered to be a sequel. They're saying that he's playing the same character with a different name.
I'm going to watch Conversation this weekend.
There you go.
Sunday, tomorrow. Maybe not.
It is tomorrow, yes. Casting.
Yep.
I got two brilliant considereds
Yeah.
for Brill.
Oh, what do we got? Sean Connery. I'll pace it. I'll take it.
You
I'll
take it?
Yep. Absolutely.
You have something they want.
Yeah. You made a phone call.
You made
That's
a phone
why.
call. I told you to stay in the car.
What was the last contact you made? A phone call. I told you to not make a phone call.
Told you to stay in the car.
I blew it up. Why? Because you made a phone call. Yes. That is that nails it.
The other one, even better. You know, you made phone call.
Phone call.
Why?
Told you not.
Why'd you do that?
The phone. Out back. No.
No.
Why'd you blow it up? 'Cause you made a call. Oh, yeah. That's good. Both of those would have worked.
I know.
I'll take both of them.
Tom Cruise was originally signed on to star as Robert Clayton Dean, but had to turn it down because he was still filming Eyes Wide Shut.
You know what? I don't give a fuck about Eyes Wide Shut.
No, me
And
either.
I would have taken him in this.
But for me, him in this role just smacks of like The Firm.
With Gene as well.
With Gene, yeah.
I'll take both of them.
True.
I'll take Tom in this. Yeah.
I'd take Tom in this. I'd take Tom in most things. But anyway, you got some branching for me.
Off do I fucking ever.
And now it's time for us to branch out and decide what we'll watch next week.
Here's your 14.
You motherfucker. Fucking okay.
Gene Hackman, The Mexican. John Voight, Deliverance.
Oh, ding, 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 ding.
John Voight, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. Stuart Wilson, The Mask of Zorro. Stuart Wilson, Vertical Limit. Barry Pepper, The Green Mile. Barry Pepper, I threw a little side one in there. Crawl, a little creature feature. Crawl. Jason Lee, The Incredibles. Bodie Elfman, Collateral. Dan Butler, The Silence of the Lambs.
Oh my God.
Jamie Kennedy, Harold Kumar Go to White Castle. Carl.
Is that with two R's,
Yeah.
2 U's?
2 R, 2 U's. Carl Mergenthaler,
Yes.
The Fan.
What a great name.
John Capodice, Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Donna W. Scott, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Those are your 14, mate.
So for me, I'm going to knock out a whole bunch by just saying what I'm going.
All right, let me write them down.
What I'm going.
What do you got? Mate?
So the Green Mile.
Green Mile. Remember, that's a 3-hour film.
I am. Collateral
Yeah.
and The Silence of the Lambs.
So they're the three
They're the three I'm considering.
Wow, 14 options and you've cut them down that quick.
Do you want me to not?
I mean, I'd like you to feel something for some of the others.
The Green Mile, Collateral,
Silence.
Silence of the Lambs, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged. No.
Yeah.
International Man of Mystery.
That's the one.
I honestly think
Collateral's a banger.
it is a massive banger. I know
I'm not
it
going to
is.
lie, the 4 you've got here they're all probably 5s.
Let's take out Collateral
Oh.
and let's take out The Green Mile.
Oh, damn.
So
Really?
Yep. Silence of the
I
Lambs.
thought you had Green Mile just in your sights.
Yeah, I did. I've seen you do Buffalo Bill impression that many times that it just it's stuck in my brain and it makes me want to
Put the
pick
lotion
sides.
on its skin.
Yeah.
It's a great film. Skinning.
Oh,
Silent.
that's just done it. That's just sold it. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
You just made up my mind for me.
I'm surprised Austin got into the call.
It got
to be
into the call
honest.
because you said a few weeks back we haven't done much comedy, and
We do struggle with comedy.
but it's
Or not that we struggle with it, we're scared to do
I think
it because we're just going to repeat jokes.
the perceived pressure of doing a comedy.
Yeah.
Especially one like Austin, but it would have intrigued me. But, you clinched it with the skinning.
Go ahead, skin it. Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Okay, Wilder.
Skin that smoke wagon.
Okay, Wilder. I'll go skin it. I'll go skin that girl.
Should say skin that girl wagon?
I think this is pretty easy for me. This is a 5.
Yes.
It doesn't. And the hardest thing to pick out of this will be best on
Best
ground.
on ground, yeah.
As fantastic as Anthony Hopkins is, he's dealing with Jodie Foster as Clarice, who's brilliant, and I forget his name, but as Buffalo Bill is just as brilliant.
Yeah, Ted Levine.
Ted Levine, like we're talking one of the best films of all time.
Well, this tells you how hard it's going to be, right? Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor.
Yeah, fair enough.
Jodie Foster won Best Actress.
Did he win Best Supporting?
Who?
Ted Levine.
No.
That would have been great if it was Buffalo Bill.
Wasn't even nominated. But it won 5 Oscars, this movie, including Best Picture.
Yeah. The easy skinning. It's a 5.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Watch this multiple times, hit you. And maybe on the same level of 7, the more we watch it, like the more times you watch it, the more you get from it.
Yeah.
I think I said it with Saw. The more you watch it, you're not getting any more from it. But
you're
7,
right.
you just get more from it. And I feel like with a critical viewing, this is only getting better.
Yep.
This is only getting better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yep. You going 5?
Yeah, 5. Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
nice. Nice.
Hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. I have feather beans and
I ate his liver with the fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Fucking hell. So good. I'm excited for this. I'm glad you picked this now.
Yep.
I really wanted Collateral, but now that you've picked this, I think I really wanted this.
Yeah. But you're right. Collateral is one of Cruise's most underrated. And I think it was the first time he played the bad guy.
Random. Just a random film that he was in, and it just nailed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at him. Playing shy. You cunt.
Do you reckon if we got rid of Keys, we'd have to get 2 pianists in to take his place?
Oh, absolutely. And they'd have to practice for like 6 months to learn what he was doing.
Yep. What he does every week.
How he did it.
The same song every week.
Because we'd get one in,
fucking
and they'd
nails
be
it.
like, this doesn't make sense. Are you saying he played this every week? And we'd be like, yeah. Is it hard? And they'd be like, hard. I need another person.
I need a second person.
I need a second person.
I don't know how he played this with 2 hands.
Yeah. I mean, are you going to do your goodbyes?
Oh, I didn't do it, did I? Oh. Fuck, I'm off the fucking head. If you know someone who might like to listen to us and share an episode with them, you can drop us a line by email at themovietreepod@gmail.com. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Otherwise, come and climb the movie tree with us again next week when we review just a fucking out-and-out, stone-cold, game-changing, trend-setting
very
banger of a
excited.
movie.
Yeah. Adios, conspiracy theorist, enemies of the state, NSA punsies. Adios, bitches.